So what the regarding all the tools that are already presented, and we will use for these validation steps. The one I will teach you today is Osmose, because it's easy, and for the people that are still beginners, as I said, but it won't be too complicated for them. And as I said, the challenge you, saying that you may catch up your skill by working on the OSM basics course to catch up, for example, regarding the mastering of the JOSM editor. Okay. But Osmose is, in any way, is a very useful tool that even big OSM beginners can use. Okay. And from our experience, generally, there is a lot of people, for any reason, that vanished after the first session. So at least there would be something I'm sure you will be able to apply. So rather than a fancy plugin of JOSM that will be not useful for you if you do not master JOSM yet. There's also, if you want to know more about other tools, in this wiki page on this page of the OSM wiki, you can also see there's other listed monitoring tool that you can discover and maybe prefer to the one that I presented. Okay. So I will not follow the chapter, go to the chapter 2. So for today, I will go to Osmose. That is, yes, an approach theme-based validation. Okay. It's a very good complement, for example, for JOSM or ID, if you want to have a comparison with an editor, you know. These editors, generally, you only work on a small area. Can be can download in JOSM you can download a larger area in a few times if you want, but you cannot monitor a full region or full countries with JOSM. It's not really made for that. And Osmose, so if you click here, it will be open. And yes, Osmose is interesting also because there is a lot of available languages. The thing is covering the whole world, okay? And it will show, let's say we go to Somalia, for example. It will show some as markers here, okay? Some interesting, so not some interesting, some potential mistakes, errors in the database. That can be actually false positive sometimes, or depending on the type of errors. The red one, for example, are related to names, so can be false positive sometimes. When it's dealing with geometry, there are more likely errors. Okay. You can see here the delay. That means it's not updated every time, but it's there is a processing of updating these potential errors is made only to a 12 or 24 hours basis. Okay, so it's an important thing to check to see if, for example, if you validated an area, okay, if you want to complement with Osmose, that's why it's better to do it the day after. and to check that is actually the delay is later. It has been done later or after the time you validated in your editor. Okay. There's not the only one doing that. You have OSM Inspector made by GeoFabric, or another older tool that is called KeepWrite, that is presenting that by continent. For Africa, for example, so it's basically a bit the same, but this one, the different. Osmose is a bit more fancy. There's a community behind it. It's updating. So I personally prefer Osmose, but rather than OSM Inspector and KeepWrite. But if you can also test them and have your experience, and maybe for a specific, very specific thing, you may prefer another one. Okay. But Osmose is translated in many languages. Okay, and there's a large number of alert types that can be filtered that we will discover. There is a worldwide coverage, and there's also the possibility to localize. You can contact, for example, the Osmose team and tell them that, for example, there's language specifics in your country that you would like to be monitored. Okay, and they would be in a specific checking category for the region you requested. For example, in French-speaking countries, there is some checkings to the accented characters in the names, for example, that are supposed to be in cartographic names. There's also the possibility to edit directly from Osmose everything that is related to the attribute, the tags. I mean, you can do it directly in Osmose. So that it has this capacity, and there's also the capacity to export that. For example, here in different format, and you can see, for example, map roulette. That's the Osmose is a good way to produce map roulette challenges that you may that we did that, for example, a couple of months ago, I think, with these map roulette specific errors of disconnecting highways. I think it was Somalia. It's not done yet. That's why we still have some here in Osmose.
Oh, hello. Halo? No to poczekaj.
With some open microphone. Okay. Okay, so in this GIF, you can see that you can, for example, directly use go to a specific place using this this tool that will search the place name in the nominatim database. Okay. So you can see when you're at that scale, the mid scale, I'm a zoom 8. For example, I'll still has this grade area. That means you need to zoom more if you want to see more markers. Okay, they are not all displayed. Alors sometimes, like I have, there's some lags. I don't know why. They happen. Let me. May also be the famous law of every tool you try to show in a training, not every time, sometimes it would be the right day. It doesn't work for the whole year. Yes, I have some issues. I don't know if some of you try network error when attempting to fetch resource. Interesting. Well, let's say in a couple of minutes. Supposedly it's a really reliable website. It's hosted, you can see, by OpenStreetMap.fr. That means that the French OpenStreetMap Association, that they host various services or OSM renderings, etc. Okay. So I wanted you now to discover the filters. So if it doesn't work, I have to do that with the GIF. Is it working for someone, or it seems that there was a network error? So it's not a internet connection issue on my side, and I'm still connected with you. Yes, seems to be back more or less. There's no. So in the meantime, there is a question. Yeah, it's slow for. I'm not the only one. I have a question to use Osmose to create a map roulette challenge. You just need to export that. Map roulette, you need to be sure that in your export you will get all the information you want, because sometimes there is some restriction limits in terms of number of markers you get from the export. But and after that there is a it's quite straightforward. In map roulette you can upload such file. Okay, so I think it's back. Okay, so regarding the filters, you can see here there is some category high, of severity, high, normal, higher. Oh, that's maybe I would say even discuss what can be considered as high severity or not. Okay, so if you want to normal, low, etc., you can decide what you want. And then you can see you have a lot of different categories. Okay. The one regarding the structures, the cycleways, the missing tags, things like that. If you're interested in one very specific feature, it's very easy. We need to cut the microphone with a barking dog. It's from Vaston, I think. Up. Okay. So if I want to have one specific category, I will just click here and select nothing. And I can click now, for example, no. Elevation, one way. Invalid polygon. I don't know if there is some invalid polygon. It's not the most common one. Broken highway continuities. Someone. Okay. So supposedly, but we still have a small issue, and it's quite slow today. It should show only the markers of these categories. Okay, so I have two of them here, the broken highway continuity. If I click on a marker, it will show me the issue. Okay. Okay, so it's really took a while, but this is where we are. So I can, oops, okay, I thought it would keep it. So I wanted to zoom in just to have a better idea of the situation. I know it's here. Okay. Yes, you can see here, for example, this we have this way that should be, I think, tertiary or something like that, and it ends here in this roundabout, or here in the middle. So it doesn't make not really sense that it stopped there. So, but there's a continuity from this one going to, for example, the secondary road. Okay. Broken highway level continuity. So you can see you have here different things you can see. That's what is presented here. Okay, well, alert type. Again, the pop-up. Broken highway level continuity. Okay, that's the summary of it. If you don't know well what that means, you can click on the help. Okay, you have an explanation. For example, a highway tertiary should remain highway tertiary until it intersects with a road of higher classification. And here in that example, that is quite close to the one we have here, there is something that looks like a residential street between the two. That's not logical, supposedly. Should be the same tag. So you can see here we have the tags that is actually secondary, it's not tertiary. Highway secondary, the name of it, all the tags, okay? You have the idea of the way. So I can see it on OpenStreetMap.org. I can open it in JOSM, in ID, or I can edit the object with the online Osmose editor. Okay, but in this case, actually, what I would need is actually to change the tag of this piece of road, not this one. So I will just show you what the editor Osmose editor looks like, but it's not in this situation. It is not what we should use, because I don't want to modify that. I want to modify the other object. So editing with JOSM and ID just object is not, in this case, not very interesting. What would be interesting is to download not only the object, but the area, because I want to change this one, for example, this piece of street. So I can click on JOSM zone, okay? Not just the object itself, but the area around it. So my JOSM editor is already open, and I will click on JOSM zone, and it's loading. Okay, so I can see the situation. Okay, so here I have this. Put it now full. Highway secondary. Here I have a highway primary, and in between there is just a highway tertiary. So it would make sense to have, and this is, so it would make sense to have secondary here and there, okay, to maintain the continuity. So here, that will solve the issue. I have continuity of secondary here, there, and there. Okay. In this case, I would. I am in Mogadishu, I think. Let me. I don't need the image because it's just changing an attribute. Just wanted to be sure. Where is the standard? Yeah, Mogadishu. Mogadishu. Okay. Somalia. It's. I never get it. It's with MU. Issue. Solving Osmose issue on highway continuity. If I want to be very precise, solving Osmose issue on highway continuity. No, source would be just knowledge in that case. I can add UN mappers hashtag if I want, and I will upload that. Okay. So I fixed the issue that was found by Osmose. If I go back to Osmose, the issue remain until the next update that will happen in half a day to 12 hours or 24 hours. Okay. So I can let it as it is, but it may be good also to click on that, especially if you know there's other people using Osmose in this area, so that the marker will vanish and they will not potentially open this this error that is actually already corrected. Okay, but if you forget to do it, supposedly if you fix the thing, and I think I fixed it, it won't appear at the next update in the Osmose production of error markers. Okay. If it was actually a false positive, there was no problem. I would have clicked on that, and as you can see in the text here, that would report the issue as improper, and but because it's not an issue, that would be, for example, it's not the case here, but sometimes something that would be, I guess, would be in another category. But you think actually that that errors is not an error. So if you click on that, supposedly it won't be, it won't appear in the next update of Osmose. Okay. And here I can click on it. Just wanted also to show you how to use one that would be using the tags editor. So I may go to French-speaking area. As I said, I would have something with names, and so let me, I could put not all. So put nothing here, but I would like all the categories regarding the namings, tags name. Okay. So here I would like to have all full category. So I will click all for the tags names. Okay, you can see there is a lot of them. So this one is badly written word. Église, that is church in French, CBCA. Yes, you know, supposedly you do not put some acronyms in names. It should explain what is CBCA, but actually I don't know what it is, so I cannot fix it. This one is about École primaire Vukumba. Okay, so here is the current tag, École primaire, that is a primary school, Vukumba. And you can see actually the E is supposedly to have an accent. And here it also proposing the fix. You can see. What is interesting, if you click on fix JOSM or fix edit, let me show you with JOSM. Just delete this calc. Fix JOSM. It will download the data and fixing the error by using what was proposed. Just okay. So that's my primary school, École primaire. You can see, let me space for the tag. I have the accent. It loaded the data in JOSM and also fixing it. I can also do it in fix edit here. We'll use the Osmose internal editor, but it's still a bit slow, fortunately. Okay. So it appears is in orange, and if I go to the chapter Osmose tag editor, it shows you that everything that is in red is when it proposed to delete something. That's a modification, and green is a new tag. Okay, so orange is for a modification, and here it would be name École primaire Vukumba. Okay, so it's done. You can see I have a save here. Of course, I would like to save it, to save the chain set. I need to log in. That's obvious. So I would stay on page. Maybe I will just Osmose right click. It's my authorize. Okay. And I will just now interesting. It's really better actually to log in first, because you can see I lost my edit. So it was one of them. École primaire Kavumba, it's more or less the same. So fix edit. Okay, down. Save. Fix with Osmose. Okay, that's very limited. I would like to put a DRC. At least it's a Kirumba. Okay. I can save. Okay. And of course, if I go to my user, that's me, history. That's one. No, it's not yet sent. Oh, that's strange. That's no, this is yes, not the connection. There's an issue today. Network, yeah, the connection did not work. Yeah, first time I see that, because I already used Osmose for that, but actually there's this issue today, unfortunately. And as I say, this actually when you try to present a fancy tool that that's the right time for it to decide to work with issues. But yes, the login was not working currently. Oh yes, now it works. Okay, okay. You can see the number of issues are already solved with the. I know that's the one I have actually. That the one supposedly I have, but there is also false positive. So it's also proposing when you connect it, the one it detects coming from you. So again, I will try. It was something like that. Okay. There's a lot of equal something. So fix it. Down. Save. Again, it was Kirumba, TRC Kirumba. Okay, supposedly it works now. Let's see if I. No, no. So yes. So maybe it's better to continue with JOSM. So yeah, really that's the first time I have issues with the internal editor. So but when you have your editor already open like JOSM, you can use it. So yes, I will do that with fix JOSM. Yes, even to upload to download a node, it's quite time consuming. Okay, so I will just cancel this one, upload this one, that you can see. So now it's DRC. It was Kirumba. No, Vukumwa. Okay. And now, yes, of course, it worked. Okay. At the end of the chapter, you have one video showing what we saw actually. That's an issue of broken continuity in another context. And there is another one with pieces of the web network that are not connected to the main one, like this one. Okay.